we've supported over 1,600 young people since January 2013 when the programme started, and that's from all around the region.
A full year, my life's completely changed. I've got two parents with schizophrenia and very ill, so I was a young carer. I've never worked, and that's something I always wanted to do. So I feel like talent matches helps obviously fulfil my needs for that.
So we've got 137 people into employment. 150 have kept the job that they're in for 6 months or more. So we're not just getting short-term jobs, we're trying to help people get jobs that last.
And last Thursday I got offered my job permanently, so that's even better.
It's about developing that person, that young person, moving them on. So what we do provide really is an holistic assessment in terms of their needs. And some of that could be employability, could be help with an application form. It may turn out that there's maybe a barrier that needs addressing. It could be housing, it could be debt, it could be anything really.
This year's changed a lot for me compared to how I started it. Started off a wee bit homeless, and after I got to go ahead and start work, I met my talent match coach, and she's been amazing. She organised for me to go to training, not just for my job, but also for my personal development.
Talent match has got us a taste today on the railway. It's the best thing me and Jack have done. Since then, I've been working on the railway 3 months. 3 months now. Railway's not just a job, it's a career for life.
Because we specialise in information, we can present it in such a way that makes it accessible to the individual coming in to find out about these things.
There isn't much free training for adults, but there is some. Sheffield College have got a route to employment team who you won't find it on their website because you have to be referred there by us or the job centre. Not only do you get qualifications, but you can qualify and obtain a CSCS card.
We have an information library that the young person or the adult can access, and they can get information on any opportunities that's available in Sheffield. Some of the engagement is a bit of a wrap-around service, it's quite customised for each school.
So I talked to them about their options, about what they can do at the end of Y11, what's available to them in Sheffield, and what might be the best way forward for them.
I want to become a mechanic or a barber. David helped me with this. Yeah, he showed me what a Sheffield Future is and which college is better to go to and stuff like this.
So I can help them think about what they want to do in the future and what kind of things they need to be doing in the next year or two in order to meet their goals. And as the year moves on, they've been thinking about things and then they come along and say, well actually, I've changed my mind. So it's good, they're going through that process of thinking and reflecting, it's changing their ideas and changing applications.
The best thing about coming to Endeavour has been learning my English to better level, science, maths. Yeah, it's going to be useful in life.
Future Shapers, which is around attitudinal and certainly behavioural issues, and we support schools with that.
As soon as we've got on a level with them, I think our next sort of priority is to just get them engaged in the idea of learning. So if we can engage them in the process of learning, then they will go and take on what we've taught them anyway.
So I feel like I've gotten into a routine where I'm actually dedicated and actually want to work, and my confidence has grown. In a way I've become smarter, like street smart. Even preparing for my essays that I've been doing, I feel like it's helped a lot with my job here because I feel like I've understood more about what's going on in the outside world and how to use that in my actual job here.
The first benefit of doing apprenticeship is you're earning while you're learning. Not only are you learning, you're getting your qualification, you're getting work experience at the same time, and that's invaluable for a CV.
I feel like this is an excellent first job. I've learned a lot about customer service and skills that I'd probably use in any other job. I'll have the experience and the qualifications, whereas my friends will just have the qualifications. For interview skills, Sheffield Futures told me about some of the questions that might be asked.
Interview skills, we did like techniques and what employers want and what employers are looking for.
That massively boosted my confidence. I wouldn't have done that in there. Like, got up and had a speech.
Yeah, we wouldn't have spoken for the people, but like 4 months ago.
The drop-in service at Star House is open to any person in Sheffield. They can come into Star House and get advice on learning and work, help with employability around interview skills, CVs, application forms, anything like that. That's obviously going to enable them and empower them to move into work or learning. and they can come into Starhouse effectively, get their advice, information and guidance, and go on and obviously forge a successful career.
I think we're very proud of the fact that we do support people right through from the beginning of the process.
If you get stuck, they're always available in the end of an email or a phone.
Anybody who needs to get in touch with us in between times, if they want to contact us by phone or email, they can do.
And they will help you to analyse your own performance.
And what we try to do is provide a bespoke and customised service for each school around facilitating careers education within it.
As the year goes on, I do get to know the students a lot better because I tend to hang around at break times.
It's very useful for providing the independent advice and guidance and the individualising it to the young people and helping them think about progression post-16.
We have got so much connectivity to other organisations, other programmes, other initiatives, other projects that we can get this information in there.
Where the advantage of having Sheffield Futures involved with us is that providing that sort of independent and professional advice service to the young people. But it's very useful for us because what we were finding before is we didn't necessarily have the information.
I guess this is where the relationship with Sheffield Futures came into its own. Sheffield Futures provided us pretty much with all our admins. And so the work that Sheffield Futures does was absolutely fantastic, something we got behind.
The young people, they're first and foremost, so the real service on a one-to-one basis, a day-to-day basis is with the individual. We want to empower them, give them that knowledge, give them that information that's going to allow them to bloom and move on.
Well, I must say, when I was 16, I didn't go along to my careers advisor and said, I want to be a careers advisor. I suppose my motivation is that I passionately believe that everybody should get the chance to, make the best of themselves. And I wouldn't ever sort of give up on anyone, regardless of their situation. Feeling that if in some small way I've helped somebody to either get back into work or to change career or to get an apprenticeship that sets them off on a career, that is my motivation. I know that sounds a bit cheesy, but honestly, I really do believe in giving people the tools and the resources for them to make the best that they can be.
I've honestly found it really enjoyable and it's a great first job to have.
In a full year, my life's completely changed. Talent Match has helped everything. I'm a changed person. Everything's just perfect for me. It's strange.
Different person, aren't we? Yeah, different people.